what do you do?
What do I do? Well, I am an engineer by trade, so that's what I'm hired to be, the city engineer, public works director. But a lot of what I do has nothing to do with engineering. It's a lot more political in nature. I interact with school districts, property owners, businesses, and politicians. It's very interesting. What we do is we maintain the city. So within Public Works, we have a recycle center. It's right next door. People bring in their stuff. We take care of that, dispose of it, using government subsidies and things to do that. We have a mechanics area, and I'll give you a tour later. So we have a fleet garage where we maintain all of the vehicles for the city. So police cars, fire trucks, inspection vehicles, everybody that has to drive a truck or any piece of equipment, we maintain that here. Streets department, we patch potholes, we plow snow, we maintain our roadway system and our storm sewer, the drains that the water goes down and goes to the river, cleans the water. Utilities, so sewer and water, so you have clean water to drink and you flush the toilet and it goes away and we treat that. Parks, so we work with local associations on tournaments and shelter rentals and mowing the parks, landscaping, then facilities, so all of our buildings have to be taken care of, so City Hall, CTN, we have studios, we have a golf course, we have an ice arena, we have to maintain those, paint the walls, vacuum the carpets, janitorial type stuff. And forestry, trees, boulevard tree plantings, emerald ash borer, you probably see lots of dead trees getting cut down in neighborhoods. That's a pretty big deal right now. So we handle all of the maintenance services for the city. So you can get to work on time, you don't break an axle when you're driving, you don't get plowed in the winter time, and you have clean water. So the way I looked at it is everyone is always going to want to flush their toilet. Everyone always needs water to drink. Everyone needs roads to drive on. So this is kind of, especially in Minnesota with the changing of the seasons and the way things happen, there's always work to do. It's just, it never will go away. So trying to make people's lives easier and taking care of the stuff that they pay for and believe they deserve. So you want to give them a good service. And so public service side of it and just the aptitude, the challenge, the project management aspect, it's a variety of work, a variety of people you interact with, helping them, and some job security built into it too. It's fun, it's rewarding.
Awesome.
This goes out into the mechanics bay. We built this area for them because while they're working on their equipment, they used to have to bring their laptops out and it's noisy, you can't get things, so now they have a place to go and sit and work off of their computers and have a little quietness to it. They couldn't come to work. They developed workspaces because when everyone else had to stay home, you still need clean water to drink, you still need to go to the grocery. All of the things where everyone was like, you can't go out, we had to go out. We had to keep working because we have to supply those, it's needed. Without it, everyone is going to be bad. So we have kind of a shared computers, you'll find them all around. So there's about 40, 50 people that just share computers. Legendary leads. None of them are in because they're all out leading. So in addition to our supervisors up front, they all have kind of a lead worker underneath them who handle the operations out in the field. So while the supervisors do the political and dealing with the residents, the leads here lead the masses of the people. Like today, you three guys are gonna go jet sewer. You three guys are gonna be at this park. You two guys are gonna go over here. So they help the supervisors keep tabs and make sure the daily assignments get done by the workers. They have their own facility over there where the general public just cycles in, cycles out, so it gets really busy on this side of the building because this is our fuel plant. Everybody within the city, they come here to get gas. We don't go to Super America, anything like that. That comes here. So you get fire trucks fueling, you get police cars fueling, you got cycle people coming, you've got our maintenance workers coming and going. So it gets really congested and busy in this area. Now we move into, this is the utility bay. So this whole area within here is where our utility crews does the things. It's a vacuum truck. A giant hose goes down into sewers and just vacuums. It sucks it all up into the tank. You gotta then take it and dispose of it properly. If there's a sewer backup, it could be the dirty sewer, poopy stuff, or it could just be the rainwater side of things. And you can't mix the two. In here you talked about technology. We have giant plotter that we can make our own signs. So we come with blank sign blocks. What do we want it to say? He puts that into his computer. He tells it how thick the metal is. Is it reflective? Do we need it? Here are all the standards for what you need. So we can produce and create our own signs. And there's an inventory as part of the GIS. We know where every sign is. If someone said, hey, I knocked down that stop sign on such and such a street, we can pull up the computer and go, oh, it's that one right there.
How long have you been working in the field?
I've been here in Coonrapids for 12 years. I've been working in the engineering field for about 26 years total.
What protocols do you and your team members follow?
You don't have enough time for that. You're using equipment that can injure or kill you. So every piece of equipment has their own protocols to them, safety and operational. We got future public works workers here, I think. Awesome. They're interested. There are too many to describe, really, within everything. Just getting your materials, using your technology, training someone to do that, that's part of someone's job. It says, hey, I'm doing a landscaping project and I need like 5,000 gallons of water. Sometimes we'll rent them something where they can just tap off a fire hydrant. They just have to do it appropriately and safely. Then we rent them the meter. We charge them for the water when they bring it back. But in some cases, they'll just come in here with a tanker truck and say, I just need, and they prepay for water and they can fill it up right here and take it out and finish the job. We have a police impound lot on our site because that's one thing the police like about our public works facility is it's secure. It's got gates on all sides. You have to have key cards to get in. There aren't a lot of facilities in the city that are that way. So when they impound vehicles, they have to take care of them. We're right back in the utilities bay. Again, there's storage, there's fire hydrants and meters and elbows and gate valves. This is just a space for our sidewalk, small plows.
Do we have to have a permit to drive any of these vehicles?
Some of them, yes. Some of the bigger ones in the back, you would need a special, like an A license, a commercial driver's license. So your D license, which is what most of us have, will operate most of this equipment. But when you get to a certain size, and it's all based upon weight or a combination, like if I drive that pickup truck, I can do that with a regular license. If I put that trailer on that pickup truck, still just need a regular license. If I put another piece of equipment on that trailer, on that pickup truck, now I need a higher degree of a license. So it's really related by state statutes and the weight and the combination of things that require you to have it. So everyone that works here is required to have that Class A license. It's extra. We pay for the training. We pay for the license because it's every year you need to renew it. And there are requirements with that are higher and more stringent than just a typical license. So we do the refreshing training that you need throughout the year on that. But yes, you need special for some of these things. This is really for the bigger, heavier stuff that's a little less routine. Clean your equipment off, because if you take care of your equipment takes care of you. If your home has a water meter in it, because that's how we get paid. We put that in your home, we know how much water you use. Every time you do something, it registers on your water meter, then you get your quarterly bill, and we say, this is how much we're charging you for the water that you used. It's organized, yet messy. You can only imagine what's under that cart.
This is pretty cool. If not for farming.
This just came in, so on the back of it, That's one of our giant leaf collectors. So at this time of the year, you're not mowing anymore, but you got to get all the leaves off the field. So that's just a giant vacuum, sucks up the leaves, then they dump them into, say, a 1 ton, and then you take it to the compost site and you get rid of it.
Are there any disagreements that you have within this job field?
Yes. Disagreements happen more than agreements, I'll say.
How do you ensure that the safety of your team and the public when undertaking high-risk or large-scale infrastructure projects?
These are great questions. All those processes and protocols we talked about. We just finished it today. Our job hazard assessments for it. How do you put salt in that hopper? There is a process by which you do it. Here are the hazards that could potentially occur. Here's how you minimize those hazards, and here's the proper procedure. And if you've got any better ideas because you notice something, let's change this to protect your neighbor. We do annual training, monthly training. Public Works has a calendar every month, at least once a month. We have some sort of a training activity. We train, we have organization around it, we have structure around it, we have process around it, and it's just keeping it front and center with people and stressing it every day. 3,000 people. We don't do everything here. We can't. We just don't have enough bodies to do it. But there's lots of ways in, lots of ways out. Places to wash your hands. Wipe off your dirty boots so you don't track it over our new stuff. Take care of your equipment. Take care of your space. Take care of yourself.
What is the most rewarding part of your job, and what keeps you motivated to continue working in public works?
People, helping people. I could get yelled at 100 times in a day, but if someone just, oh, thank you, didn't know that that was the case, or nobody's ever responded to me like that before, just a simple thank you or an acknowledgement that well, I knew this was going to be bad, but it wasn't so bad after all. You did what you said you were going to do. Helping people. I love to help people. You want extra space. I don't know that you can videotape this. The whole time?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I should have looked around.